Well, good morning, folks. Pastor Rocky Branch, day 140. 140 days ago today, it was dark all over town. Nobody had electricity. No one was actually prepared for any of the disaster that happened. Our church and the hospital were the only two places that had lights at all, and we were able to minister. And for the last 140 days, that's exactly what we've been doing. We've been ministering and helping, feeding, whatever the case may be. It's blown into a full-blown operation from everything from propane, kerosene. We had a gas truck here during the early days. A gas truck came up and started filling people's car up with gasoline. It's when you look back on it, it's amazing, it's incredible, it's unbelievable. We've had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of loads of stuff brought to us. We've had so many people that wanted to do so much, and I really wish we could have taken everything and we could have distributed everything, and we had a larger place. We have a large place, but if we had a larger place, it is absolutely unbelievable. And we still have stuff that is in other places that's still stored on pallets. It's amazing. 140 days. Wow. You ever said something that you wish you hadn't said? Oh yeah. You know, the thing about words is you can't get them back. They're out there and they're just gone. And you know, it depends on how intense you are about something, depends upon how you act about it. I mean, it is possible for you to get very wired up about something, or just passive about it, or whatever. In the process of that, however, the scripture gives us some words that would help us a little bit in the book of Proverbs. Chapter 15, verse 1. A soft answer turns away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. Well, now, first of all, I can tell you that soft words do work a lot of times. Not all the time, though, because sometimes people are belligerent before you can even get to them. So a soft answer really doesn't help that much, although it does indicate the possibilities of making things work better. So that is true. It's tough to give a soft answer when you are directly involved in something that you're passionate about. You know, sometimes someone comes in as an arbitrator to a situation, maybe you and somebody else, or some, whatever, and somebody tries to arbitrate that, and they do soften it, just calm down, kind of. That doesn't always work so well, although it's a good effort. He should work well, but sometimes people are over the limit by the time you get to that point. So they're not going to do anything but just keep on. That's a tough one. That's a tough thing. Because you want to have peace of mind. But then there's some people who are so, when they sort of lose the top level and they just blow the stack, it's hard to get anybody to calm down. So the scripture is important. A soft answer turns away wrath. But grievous words stir up anger. Now listen to the next verse. The tongue of the wise uses knowledge the right way, but the mouth of fools pour out foolishness. I mean, can anybody say road rage? You know, I've seen some things, you probably have seen them too. I've seen some things on TV about road rage. I mean to tell you, people let's just say it, they're nuts. They're just nuts. I mean, people drive like Richard Petty, and they cut people off, and they get mad, and they get out, and they take a hammer and start beating on a car or a pipe or a gun or throwing Coke or a coffee or something on somebody. I mean, it's just amazing to think about road rage. And we all get aggravated on the road. I mean, my gosh, could you imagine living in Los Angeles when they got 6 lanes of traffic going and coming, both bumper to bumper, nowhere to go for hours? I'd have a heart attack. And So this word says that the tongue of the wise person uses it the right way. Well, there's a lot of truth in that. I mean, James talks about the power of the tongue in the 3rd chapter of James, and he warns us about getting it out of sorts, if you will. But then he says the foolish, they pour out foolishness. The person that just doesn't even think. You know, sometimes we do that. We say things we don't really think that much about saying it. And so it's dangerous for us to get too far ahead of ourselves. So maybe today, on Valentine's Day, it might be just worth a thought to say some good stuff. Maybe to give some compliments. It doesn't have to be to a man or a woman necessarily that you know or don't know, just something nice to someone. Not flirting or anything like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about being nice. Valentine's Day, everybody's aware of Valentine's Day. Just be nice. How you doing today? It's good to see you. No, please go ahead of me. And that would be a good opportunity today, because we think of Valentine's Day as love, of course. And we think about God because God so loved the world. So today might just be a good day to love somebody and let them go first. Or not say what's on your mind, because, you know, I've said many times, you ever give a piece of your mind that you can't afford to lose, we better be careful with that, because we've all done that. Let's just get more better at it. All right? So for the rest of you, God bless you, and happy Valentine's Day today. Talk to you soon.